crochet. So we will do now slip knot first. And then chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we finish making chain 7. So we do slip stitch in the 4th chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert the hook and then wrap the yarn and pull it through. Now we make a small circle round here and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then turn your work and then double crochet 2 in the circle that we made here. 2 double crochet. 1, 2. And then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in the same hole in the round. Now we made first petal of the flower. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet 2 in the same round. 1, 2. Then chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slip stitch in the 4th chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So we make again same here, we make a round. Then we do the same like this here. So chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work, then double crochet 2 in the round here, the mid center. 2 double crochet. 1, 2. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet 2. 1. Oops. 1, 2. We do the same here. So chain 10. Just repeat until you make another petal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We make half flower because we just turn and then make additional flower here. 2 petals to make it flower. So we make 10 chain. So slip stitch again in the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then slip stitch. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work, then double crochet 2. double crochet, 1, 2. But today I just make 3 petals. In the last row, have a difference because we will make complete around. We will make 4 petals around the round in the last flower. If you want more flower, just do the same here. Just chain 10 and then slip stitch in the 4th, and then chain 3, double crochet 2 and chain 3, slip stitch, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet 2 and chain 10. You do the same if you want more flower, but today I will just show you 3 flowers. So I made already 2 double crochet, so I make 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, then slip stitch, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then double crochet 2 in the same round, 1, 2. If you want to continue, just chain 10, but I want to end it already in the 3rd, so chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So I make 2 petals already here in this last row. So I will make again 2 petals in same round or same hole. So chain 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, then chain 3, then slip stitch, so we made 3 petals in the last flower. So we will make more 1 petal to make it look like flower. 4 petals in 1 flower. So chain 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2. Here, this chain we have remaining 7 chain. So in the center, in the 4th, in the center of the chain, we do slip stitch. So just chain 3, double crochet 2. We will not make chain 3 here. Just slip stitch in the 4th. No, I mean the remaining. I forgot the remaining 6. So we will slip stitch in the 3rd chain. So 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in the 3rd chain in the center of this chain. Now we will make chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As you see, it's look like flower already with 4 petals. Then in the next row we do complete here. So we slip stitch here. We start slip stitch to make it form petals again. Slip stitch here. we slip stitch until we reach this hole. Still slip stitch in the center and here. I make 3 slip stitch. When you reach the hole, slip stitch, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet 2. 1, 2. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in the hole, in the same hole. So we made 3 petals. 1, 2, 3. Already 3 petals in the next flower. So we will make 1 petal more. So it will become 4. So chain 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 double crochet. 1, 2. And then slip stitch again in the center of this chain, remaining 6 chain in the center. Slip stitch in the third. So 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch. So we're done with the second flower. 4 petals, 4 petals. And then chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then next is we slip stitch in the next flower here in the top. Slip stitch until we reach the hole. So we do slip stitch here, slip stitch here, slip stitch here. So we make 3 slip stitch. In the center of double crochet a slip stitch. So we can reach the round. Then slip stitch in the hole. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet 2. 1, 2. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet 2. 1, 2. Then we will not make 3 chains. We will just slip stitch in this last chain here. So we make 3 flower. So we will make more flower at the top. So then chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then slip stitch in the 4th chain. 1 2 3 4. Then double chain 3. 1 2 3. Turn your work. Then double crochet 2. 1 2. Then chain 3. 1 2 3. Turn your work. We will do slip stitch here like this. We do slip stitch in the top of the flower, and then chain 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and slip stitch in the 4th chain. 2 3 4. Oops. Then chain 3. 1 2 3. Turn your work. Double crochet 2. Listen, you must look for the round in the center of the round you made. You do the double crochet here. 1 2. Chain 3. 1 2 3. Then slip stitch. So we made one petal here. Then chain 3. 1 2 3. Then double crochet 2. 1 2. In this round we will just make one petal, but in the next round we just make 2 petals. So now we do chain 3. 1 2 3. And then I'm sorry. Wait, I have wrong. A mistake. Sorry. Just repeat. Remove this petal. Remove this before we end the first petal. 3rd chain. 2 double crochet. After the 2 double crochet, we must slip stitch in the center of this chain below. Slip stitch here in the center. And then chain 3, 2 3, and then slip stitch. This, then chain 3, double crochet 2, 1 2, then chain 3, 1 2 3. then slip stitch in the next flower. And then chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slip stitch in the fourth chain, 2, 3, 4. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Double crochet 2. Then before we finish, we slip stitch these petals in this space in the center of this chain. Slip stitch and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3 to complete the first petal above. So we slip stitch here, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We will do slip stitch at the next petal in down here. Slip stitch. So it's like this. Now we will do 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn your work and then slip stitch at the next petal, at the top of the next petal here. We do slip stitch here and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3 to complete the second petal down. Slip stitch here. So we made 2 petals in this, so we will make 2 more petals to make it look like flower. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2. So but in this last 4th petal we will not make 3 chain. We just slip stitch in the center of this 6th chain. So in the 3rd chain we slip stitch 1, 2, 3 here. We slip stitch here in the center. So we made flower already here. Now we do chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then slip stitch in the next flower. This one. Because here is not still complete because chain 3 double crochet, so we need more here to make the second petal complete. So slip stitch here then chain 3, and then slip stitch. Now we complete the 2 petals. We need more 2 petals to make it flower. So chain 3, 2, 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, and then chain 3, 2, 3, slip stitch. Now we make 3 petals in this row, so we need more 1 petals. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, double crochet 2. At the last petal we will not complete because we will slip stitch here in the center of the chain 6. So in the 3rd chain we do slip stitch 1, 2, 3. Oops. So we complete the next flower, then chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slip stitch at the next petals. So we just make 1 petals here but not complete. We just slip stitch and complete the 1 petal. We will just make, in this last row, we just make 2 petals. So chain 3, now we will make 2 petals. Oh my god, it's not the top. Wait. The top of the petal is here. Wait, let me show you. It's correct. Because chain 3, double crochet 2, so it must be like this. So correct. So chain 3, then slip stitch, and then chain 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2. So we made this 2nd row of flowers. Now chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slip stitch in the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn your work. Then double crochet 2. 1, 2. After that, we will make slip stitch at the top of this flower. No, at the top of this chain space. So the center, no, not the top, center of this chain, we do slip stitch, and then chain 3 to complete the 1st petal. Here the 1st petal, chain 3, then chain 3, 2, 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, then chain 3, slip stitch at the top of the next flower, this one, the top of this, slip stitch here, then chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, slip stitch in the 4th chain, 2, 3, 4, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, double crochet 2, 1, 2, then slip stitch in the center of this chain space, then chain 3 to complete the first petal. Here just turn and then complete the last petal of the first petal, and then chain 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, then chain 3, then turn your work, and then slip stitch in the next flower, like this, and then chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, slip stitch in the 4th chain, 2, 3, 4, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then turn your work, two double crochet, and then we do slip stitch in this, the center of this chain space, slip stitch here, and then chain 3 to complete the first petal at the back. So slip stitch, so we made first petal, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, then chain 3, slip stitch, so we made 2 petals already, then chain 3, 2, 3, double crochet 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, So 3 petals already, but this round we will complete the flower. So chain 3 again, double crochet 2, one, 2, so we make 4 petals, and then slip stitch in the center of this chain space. So third chain, slip stitch here, and then chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then slip stitch in the next petal here, the 2 petals. So we will complete this next flower. So we must slip stitch here to complete the second petals. Slip stitch and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then slip stitch at the center. So we finish the second petal, so we make the third petal, chain 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, chain 3, slip stitch. We make 3 petals, so we make an additional 1 petal to make it flower. 2, 3, double crochet 2, 1. Now it's finished, so I get another. How do I connect the new yarn in the neck, the old? So I do this, and then just look, just take it. So this. Finish the 2 double crochet. We slip knot in the center of this chain, so in the third chain, slip knot. Okay, sorry. 1, 2, 3. So we complete. Let's make it look like what flower already, and then next is chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then the next we do slip stitch in the next flower to complete the second petal. Here, slip stitch here, and then chain 3, slip stitch here, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, so we finish the 2 petals, so need more 2 petals. Chain 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, then chain 3, slip stitch. So we make the third petal, so we make additional petal 3, then double crochet 2, 1, 2. Then we will not make chain 3, we slip stitch in the center of this chain space, so in the third chain, slip stitch. Then chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slip stitch in the fourth chain, 2, 3, 4, double crochet 1 2 3 8 chain 3, then turn your work and double crochet 2, 1 2, and then chain 3. We will slip stitch at the top of this flower. Slip stitch here, and then chain 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. In the fourth, we finish 10 chain, and then we slip stitch in the 4th chain. 1 2 3 4 chain, slip stitch, and then chain 3 1 2 3, then turn your work, double crochet 2, 1 2, then slip stitch in this center of this chain space, then chain 3 1 2 3. So we'll finish the petals here. Slip stitch, and then chain 3 3, double crochet 2, 1 2, then chain 3, then we do slip stitch at the top of this next flower here. Slip stitch, and then chain 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Slip stitch in the first chain 2 3 4. Chain 3 1 2 3, then turn your work, double crochet 2, 1 2, then slip stitch in the center of this chain space, in the next chain space, so slip stitch, then chain 3 to complete the petals, then slip stitch. So we complete the first petal, then chain 3 1 2 3, double crochet 2, 1 2, and then in the 2 petals not still complete, we will just complete this in the next row. So chain 3 1 2 3, then turn your work, then slip stitch at the top of the flower below, then chain 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, then turn your work, and then slip stitch at the second petal that we are not still finishing. So we do slip stitch here at the top here, so we will finish the second petal below, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then slip stitch. So we're finished for the second petal. Then we will make for the third petal. 1, 2, 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then slip stitch. Then we're done with the third petals, and then next is the fourth petal. 1, chain 3, 2, 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, and then we will not complete this fourth petals because we will slip stitch here at the center of this change space in the third chain. We will slip stitch here. To make it complete for fourth petal, because and then chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we slip stitch on the next petal that we are not still complete the second. We do the same here, slip stitch here to complete the second petal, chain 3, then slip stitch. Now done for the second petal, and then we will make for the third petal 1, 2, 3, then double crochet 2, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then slip stitch. We're done with the third, and then we will make for the fourth. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then we will not make it chain 3 because have chain space here. We do slip stitch in the third chain or the center of the chain space. Then chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then slip stitch in this petal, first petal, so we will make 3 more petals. Slip stitch here, we chain 3 to complete the first petal, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet 2, 1, 2, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then slip stitch. We're done with the second petals. Chain 3, 2, 3, then double crochet 2, then chain 3, slip stitch, we're done with the third petals. For the last petal, chain 3 and double crochet 2, and chain 3, no, it's not chain 3 because we're done with the fourth. no chain 3 because we slip stitch in the center of the chain, in the third chain. So here we're done here in the row. So 4 petals, 4 petals, 4 petals, but here it's not still 4 petals, so we will make these 4 petals. So we will turn our project. So chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we go to the next chain petals. This second petal is not still complete, so slip stitch here, and we do chain 3 to complete the second petal, and then slip stitch. Then we will add 2 more petals, 1, 2, 3, then double crochet 2, then chain 3, then slip stitch. We're done with the third. And then we will make for the fourth petals, 1, 2, 2, 3 chain, double crochet 2, 1, 2, and then we will do slip stitch in the center to complete the 4 petals, or finishing the, and then chain 1 to lock the project, to lock it, and then cut. Then we're done. So it's tight already. So if you want to make it big, you just do the same here. Just add more flower in the first. You do in the, and then in the end of your length, just turn, so to complete the flower. So complete 4 already. We're done with the crochet flower.